Why do so many historians uncover the same sinister truth? The KKK's hidden history is more than what textbooks tell. Stay tuned as we delve into the dark origins and chilling tales that changed history. A white hood, a burning cross, symbols that evoke fear and hatred. These are the chilling symbols of the Ku Klux Klan, a group born from hate, shrouded in secrecy and fueled by violence. Their presence has cast a long dark shadow over America. Their story is a stain on American history, a haunting reminder of the power of prejudice and the fragility of justice. The Klan's actions have left scars that run deep, affecting generations. But the Klan's story is not just a relic of the past, it's a story that continues to echo through the present, a warning from history we must never ignore. The ideology of hate they propagated still finds followers today. It is a story that continues to echo through the present, a warning from history we must never ignore. The fight against such hate is ongoing, and the lessons from the past are more relevant than ever. The images are stark, unsettling. They serve as a grim reminder of the lengths to which people will go to enforce their twisted beliefs. Men in white robes, faces hidden behind pointed hoods, gather under the cover of darkness. Their anonymity emboldens them, allowing them to commit acts of terror without fear of retribution. Their purpose: to terrorize, to intimidate, to maintain a grip on power through fear and violence. They sought to silence those who dared to stand against them. This is the legacy of the Ku Klux Klan, a legacy etched in the memories of countless victims and woven into the very fabric of American society. Their actions have left an indelible mark on the nation's history. This is not a story for the faint of heart. It is a story of brutality, of oppression, of the systematic targeting of Black Americans and other minority groups who dared to challenge the Klan's vision of a segregated and unequal society. It is a story of brutality, of oppression, of the systematic targeting of Black Americans and other minority groups who dared to challenge the Klan's vision of a segregated and unequal society. The Klan's reign of terror was designed to instill fear and maintain control. It is a story that must be told and retold, so that the darkness of the past can illuminate a path towards a more just and equitable future. By remembering and understanding this dark chapter, we can work towards ensuring that such hatred and violence never take root again. The year was 1865, a pivotal moment in American history. The Confederacy, defeated, lay in ruins, its cities devastated and its people demoralized. The Civil War, a bloody chapter in American history, had finally come to an end, leaving behind a nation deeply scarred. But for some, the dream of white supremacy did not die on the battlefields of the South. It lingered, festering in the hearts of the defeated. It found new life in the shadows, in the form of a secret society known as the Ku Klux Klan, which would soon cast a long, dark shadow over the South. Formed by former Confederate soldiers in Pulaski, Tennessee, the Klan quickly grew in numbers and influence. The Klan emerged as a self-proclaimed protector of a fading social order, donning white robes and hoods to conceal their identities. Their goal was clear: to restore white dominance, to intimidate newly freed Black Americans, and to maintain the racial hierarchy that had defined the South for so long. They sought to resist the sweeping changes brought about by Reconstruction, changes that threatened their way of life. Cloaked in anonymity, the Klan unleashed a reign of terror across the South. Churches were burned, homes were ransacked, and communities were left in fear. Black citizens were lynched, murdered under the cover of night, their lives brutally cut short by the Klan's violence. Their bodies were left as grim warnings to others who might dare to challenge the Klan's grip on power, a chilling reminder of the lengths to which the Klan would go to maintain control. The Klan's power grew rapidly. It spread like a virus, infecting communities across the South and infiltrating every level of society. Judges, sheriffs, even elected officials donned the white robes, their allegiance to the clan a hidden force shaping laws and dictating the lives of countless citizens. By the 1920s, the clan had reached the pinnacle of its power. Boasting millions of members nationwide, it had transformed into a formidable political force. Politicians courted its endorsement, fearing its wrath and the power it held over a significant portion of the electorate. The clan's ideology, rooted in racism, xenophobia and anti-Semitism, found fertile ground in a nation grappling with economic anxieties and social change. Immigrants, Catholics, Jews all became targets of the clan's hate, their differences painted as threats to the fabric of American society. Section 4. The Invisible Empire. The clan cultivated an aura of mystery and fear. Its members, bound by oaths of secrecy, communicated in whispers, their faces hidden behind masks, their deeds cloaked in darkness. This invisible empire, as they called it, relied on a complex web of rituals, symbols, and codes to maintain order and enforce loyalty. Secret handshakes, passwords, and coded language all served to bind members together and set them apart from the outside world. The burning cross, a symbol of intimidation and terror, became synonymous with the clan's reign of terror. The clan's tactics were as brutal as they were effective. Whippings, tar and featherings, lynchings, these acts of violence, often carried out with impunity, served as a stark reminder of the clan's power and the vulnerability of those who dared to oppose them. Section 5. The clan's retreat and resurgence. The clan's reign of terror, however, was not destined to last. Despite their initial surge in power and influence, the clan began to face significant challenges. Scandals, internal divisions, and a growing public outcry against their violence and bigotry led to a decline in membership and influence. The public began to see through their facade, and the clan's image was tarnished. By the late 1940s, the clan had retreated to the shadows, its power seemingly broken. Their once feared presence was reduced to whispers and shadows as they struggled to maintain their grip. But the clan's ideology, like a virus lying dormant, was far from eradicated. It lingered in the dark corners of society, waiting for an opportunity to resurface. The fight for civil rights in the 1950s and 60s once again ignited the flames of hatred. As the nation moved towards equality, the clan saw this as a direct threat to their beliefs and way of life. The clan re-emerged, its ranks bolstered by those who sought to resist the dismantling of Jim Crow and the push for racial equality. They found new recruits among those who feared change and clung to old prejudices, bombings, church burnings, assassinations. The clan resorted to its old tactics, seeking to intimidate and silence those who dared to challenge the status quo. Their acts of terror were meant to instill fear and halt progress, but this time they faced a different America, one galvanized by the courage of civil rights activists and the growing demand for justice. The resilience and determination of those fighting for equality proved to be a formidable force against the clan's hatred.